Virgo, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. Just give me a minute, Virgo. Actually, I'm just picking I've lost my additional guidance card, so I'm picking you a major. Yeah, okay. I'm not surprised here. The Chariot, because you've got the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands, the Death card, and three tens. Okay. So, change, basically. I'm not sure if it's going to be of an emotional nature or a practical nature. You've got the King of Cups crowning you, and the bottom of the deck, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is showing up so much. It's about that slow forward motion. It might be around money. It can be moving house, looking for a job. But with this Knight, he tends to be really slow changing, okay? So it might be a process all week, because I notice you end with the Wheel of Fortune, but you've still got the Ten of Wands, which means you've got a goal in sight, but you're not fully there yet, which would make sense with that Knight who moves so slowly sometimes. Now, don't fall into the mistake, Virgo, because you can't see the change. You think it's not happening, okay? Because it is. The Chariot is here. The King of Cups as your crowning card might mean there's a relational component. I'm thinking about your general reading for December, because you got 2 tens in that too, didn't I? And I thought, all right, great for Virgo. December's going to be a great month here. The King of Cups is either a person, I call him the King of Cool as well. He is emotionally mature. He's with it. I find him very self-expressive. Oh, this is you. You just got a piece of calm amidst whatever's going on in your world. Okay, he's got this throne and he sits in the sea, and the sea is other people's emotions, Virgo. So keep your lovely energy, okay? Now you start the week with the Sun card and the Five of Wands. Right next to the Five of Wands is the Ace of Wands and the Death card. Wow, okay. I don't know where to start. The Sun. The Sun's the most positive card in the deck. There's not one reader who wouldn't say the same, okay? It's just a definite yes card. It's with the 5, so that's tempering it a little bit. The 5s, I find the Five of Wands quite a stressful card. Sometimes it feels there's too much to do, or there's a little bit of inner tension. Your head's pulling you in one direction and your heart's pulling you in the other, Virgo, okay? But it then moves really quickly to the Death card with the Ace of Wands. So these cards show up quite a lot together, the Death card and the Five of Wands, because maybe there's big change. Maybe some are moving house, changing job, changing relationship, having an inner shift where you're letting go of thinking processes, old ways of being, old habits. But it's quite stressful, you know, even the good changes are stressful. So I'm wondering if this is what this means here. But it's with an Ace of Wands, which is the birth of something. So you've got a real mixed bag here. There's this Sun card, there's the birth of this new vitality, but involves a letting go of something. And I don't know if this letting go is an inner thing or an outer event. It might be a combination of both. Maybe some people are giving up an addiction. I don't know, there's a change, but I think the change is extremely positive, Virgo, because right next to it comes the Ten of Cups, which is that happy ever after card, whatever that means, because it means so many different things to different people. But it's sharing your heart with other people. It's being open, sharing, emotionally prosperous, which means being able to share. You're not withdrawn and closed off into yourself. You're in your higher centers, if you want to call it that. So I love this for you. interesting what's going on with these 4 cards though. I mean, I'm really not surprised because, as I said, the Death card quite often shows up with the 5 of Wands. Because even if it's a longed for change, which is the birth of something new, it just brings a little bit of stress and angst because there's extra demands on your energetic systems, Virgo, okay? That's what I'm picking up. It's the emotional ever after card with the 2 of Wands. So you're in a strange process this week. Because the 2 of Wands is, shall I go right? Shall I go left? How will I choose? But you're doing it from a really innerly joyful, light place, okay? But then it's the oddest week. The 10 of Wands, which means you're nearly at the end, but not quite yet. He's got an end in sight where you can put down this heavy load. It's with the Wheel of Fortune now, which tends to be a very positive turn of events, which hopefully means you can put down those 10 rods and start to let go and lighten your energy up a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to have to try and bring this reading together, Virgo, because I tell you why, when that 5 and that Death card show up, it's not about anything being difficult. Sometimes you feel that there's some pressure on, so you're not feeling totally ease with life. You're feeling maybe a little bit uncomfortable because the transformation process is uncomfortable. Think of giving birth, okay? And you know, that sort of thing. It tends to be a little bit uncomfortable, and I'm wondering if that's what's going on here for you. But it's with the Sun and the Ace of Wands, so it's about the birth of joy. I'm sorry, I'm getting excited now, and it's something to celebrate, which is leading to the 10 of Cups. But then I've still got you a little bit, shall I go right, shall I go left, and a little bit weighted down here. But it's with the Wheel of Fortune, which is things turning around for you. And that 10 of Wands can be about, it can be too much, it can just be exhaustion, but can also be about carrying psychological burdens, feeling a bit guilty, feeling too much responsible for other people. A massive Virgo trait, okay, where you carry other people's issues for them. Isn't that interesting? And then you get the 3 of Cups, celebration, joy, putting those wands down and celebrating the turning of the wheel. And I really hope it's turning in the most positive way. What an intriguing reading, Virgo. I'm quite baffled actually. Not baffled, I just wish I knew what was going on. Obviously I've got Virgo friends and clients, so I do know, but it's intriguing. And listen, Virgo, I'm doing my 2018 readings. I'm just designing them right now. And I'm going to include in them Saturn's transit in Capricorn, because we're all being called to rise. I'm calling it the rise of the oppressed. Rise beyond fears, claim your power, and claim your greatness. And it's about bringing that part of us that's quite oppressed out of the shadows. And that's how we rise to our greatness. And that's what Saturn ultimately means. So I'm going to include it in my readings. If you're interested, my email's in the About section. I'm still designing them just so how you can understand what your spiritual tasks are for the year of 2018. Because see, once we know them, nothing else really matters. I mean, it does. We still have to pay the bills, but once we know our true tasks, life changes because you remember what's important. Okay, Virgo, loads of love, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye.